Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and a huge warm welcome if you're new here. So today's video is going to be the third part of the series which I've been doing, which is about the kind of unseen load of motherhood, or the quiet weight mothers bear, as I've called the title of the videos, and this will be the part 3, which will kind of be focusing on reclaiming identity, like your own identity, and trying to find your voice as a mum. So hopefully it's going to be a good one. Hopefully you've enjoyed the last 2 parts of the series, and hopefully you will enjoy the third part as well. As usual, I've got my laptop in front of me because I've got my notes for the bits that I kind of want to talk about and cover. And yeah, I thought I'd just get started. Excuse my hair and everything. By the way, before we start with this video, I just want to say happy Easter to all who celebrate. It's Sunday today and this video is going to be going up. As it's the weekend, you guys will probably by now know that my kids do get some screen time on weekends. So they are downstairs watching Shrek 2, and Chemo has popped to the gym. So he's taken my selfie stick type thing so that I can't, because my friend got me a new one which was just so sweet, and he's taken it to do some videos that he wants for his page to the gym. So I've had to like balance you guys on boxes and stuff, so hopefully it's okay. The lighting is not that great, the weather is not ideal, it's a little bit grey, but hopefully it's okay. I've done what, the best that I could. This part where I've kind of vlogged the last couple of times is where I tend to find kind of the best light, because it's coming from here, from my bedroom, and this is Adam's bedroom behind. So I thought it was the best light that I could find in the house and the quietest space while the kids are watching their show, to hopefully be able to get through this video uninterrupted. But the first part that I wanted to talk about is loss of identity in motherhood. So we have touched on that in the past 2 videos, but just more so to touch on how, like, when you become a mother, the lines between like who you were before you had children and who you are now can kind of become a little bit blurred. And as a mum, you can start to kind of feel like your personal goals in life and your hobbies and your passions have kind of been put to the side. They've been shoved to the side because obviously your children come first. But at the same time, it is really, really important to take care of yourself and to still like be who you were before, if that makes sense. Yes, of course, there are different priorities now, but that doesn't mean that you need to neglect yourself and not do things that fill your soul and your cup. And also just kind of touch on briefly the emotional toll of being just a mum, and kind of longing for that recognition outside of that role. Of course, like, being a mum is your number one probably like priority in life. Like, for me, there's no bigger blessing, or there's no better role for me that I enjoy more than being a mum. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy things that I did from before I was a mum, or even new hobbies and things that I've kind of learned to love along the way. And also just mainly like touching on that point under the loss of identity, the feeling that we get, like, and the question that we ask ourselves, I feel like I do a lot of the time, is like, who am I now? What do I like? What what do I enjoy? What am I good at? Like, I feel like I'm still trying to find that, and it's been now obviously me as two years, like over 2 years since I've had my second child, and I'm still like, I am getting more to feel like myself and starting to kind of carve out more time for myself, even if it is like just 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, sometimes a little bit longer if I have it. But I am starting to kind of try to prioritize giving myself a little bit of time, even if it is, as I said, a really short period of time, but something daily, just to have something to look forward to and something that makes me kind of feel like me. But yeah, I do sometimes tend to ask myself these questions, like, what am I even good at now? Like, what do I enjoy? Who am I? What do I want to show up at? Like, how do I want to show up? What are my goals in life? Because sometimes I feel like I have no idea. Obviously, other than being a mum and wanting to raise my kids and, be the best version of me that I can for them, I don't know sometimes what I want to do personally outside of that. And it's not just tied to motherhood as well. Like sometimes before even I was a mum, I would feel like, you know, some people like have their life together and they know their goals and all the things that they want to do and achieve and where they're going like really early on, and I just didn't, and I don't still. Like now, like when you ask me, like sometimes I'll just be like, I really don't know like what I want to do, or what I don't know. It's still like not certain. I do know things that I love doing, but I don't have like a plan of how to get there, if that makes sense. And sometimes like I do procrastinate on things, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really put enough effort into some things. I don't know. But yeah, that's just how I've been feeling. Sorry, I've got all these little bits from the kids' little ducks, or I don't know what they are, these little baskets, and they've been like taking them around the house and it's shedding like all the things, and it's just gone all over my t-shirt, all over my clothes. But anyway, it's fine because I'm not dressed or anything ready for the day yet. So once I finish this video, I'm gonna have a shower, wash my hair. No, actually, I'm gonna pop to the gym, come back, wash my hair, shower, do a quick tidy of the house, and then rest of the day, because it's Easter, just gonna enjoy with the family and spend time with the kids. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked from this video now. So that's the first bit that I wanted to talk about. The second part is the like fun part. It was like kind of reclaiming yourself and finding ways to kind of reconnect with your individuality, with like things that spark your creativity, reconnecting with friends, with your passions, and just like with self-care as well. I touched briefly on that I said like I'm trying to like slowly incorporate more of like self-care, particularly into my day-to-day. And I'm really like, some days it doesn't happen, but most of the days I do find 5-10 minutes as a minimum to kind of just like either read something or, you know, just do whatever I want, even doom scrolling once the kids are in bed, but just, which is not ideal, but even just those 10 minutes of like doing something that I enjoy, that I don't have to think about other things, it's really helping. So yeah, just trying to kind of carve out time for yourself without that mum guilt, because we all have it. It's like, you know, you crave that time for yourself, but then when you get it, you feel guilty for not being with your kids, or, you know, it's this like crazy cycle that's really hard to explain and hard to break. But I feel like it's really essential, because when you fill your own cup, you're going to be a better, you know, more productive person, a happier person. You're going to be able to fill everyone else's cups better when your cup is full. If you're pouring from an empty cup, like you're just going to get burnt out, and you're not going to be able to like give the best version of yourself, no matter how hard you try and how much time like you're dedicating towards, you know, whatever it is. It's not going to be the same as if you do have that undivided time for yourself daily, where you get to feel that, you know, your own needs. Then you'll be a better person to be around in general for everyone else that you love. And also you'll teach your children the importance of like self-care and like, you know, having your own hobbies and things. And you want your children to one day when they grow up, I'm assuming, to kind of, you know, go after their goals and do things that make them happy. So you've got to be the example for them as a parent. Sorry, this is really annoying. Let me try to fix this a little bit. Oh, now if I do that, let's see. How is that? Is that okay? Because I was like on my tippy toes and it wasn't very comfortable. Hopefully that's all right. Yeah, so yeah, just speaking about like why that's kind of essential. Also, I think it's really important to kind of try to let go of the idea of perfection, and just embrace like growth. We're all learning on this journey, and you don't need to be the perfect mum, the perfect person. Just do your best, and to your children and those people that love you, you will be the perfect person, like even with all your imperfections kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. And also like the idea of trying to redefine what success looks like. What does success look like to you and your family and like your personal values and goals? Not what it looks like to the outside world, because we all have a different vision of what success is. And like for me personally, of course, it's, you know, money is something that we all need, and it's something that you are able to, you know, have fun experiences with, and like if you've got it, you don't have to stress about certain things, and obviously it's a nice thing to have. But for me, like personally, success is not just about the money, it's about a lot of things, but you know, about having peace, about feeling happy, fulfilled in your day-to-day life. You know, obviously money is important, as I said, like, you know, being comfortable, not having to stress about bills and this kind of stuff is, you know, something that would be great. But for me, success is like a lot more than that. So kind of trying to find the definition of what success is for you and your family, and focusing on that rather than what the outside world says success is or should be. Yeah, and then the next bit that I've spoken about, sorry if this is all like jumbled up and everything, or not making much sense, but I'm just like, I've just popped all my like thoughts from my mind onto, you know, my laptop note section, and I'm just trying to get it all out. It's not in the best way organized or anything, but as long as, you know, it resonates with you and you guys understand what I'm trying to say, that's all that matters. The next point is what I mentioned is talking about intergenerational and cultural pressures. So I've got a couple of points under that, which is one of them being navigating outdated expectations from parents, in-laws, or cultural norms. So not having to conform to like what, you know, all these outside sources and things say. Like obviously everyone wants the best for you and will give their advice, to, you know, with the best intentions in mind, but at the end of the day, you are the decision maker for your family, you and your partner, and that's it, final. I've also written feeling judged for doing things differently than past generations. Like this will vary from family to family, I guess. Some families are more understanding, some are not. So I just think, like, you know, it's kind of leading into back to the first point in terms of, you know best what's right for you and your family, follow your gut feeling, you know, take advice from everyone, but respectfully. If it doesn't align with your beliefs and what you want, you know, do what you want to do. And then I wrote dealing with guilt or resistance when setting new boundaries. This can be a hard one because sometimes it can be really hard to set boundaries with like family or friends, because, you know, you love these people, you respect them, but at the same time you need to make the right decisions for you and for your family. Sorry, I just feel like I've got something dirty here and now it's like red, because I've been like trying to scrub it. Anyway, you know what's best for you, and yeah, it's all just leading to kind of following your intuition and not feeling guilty for making decisions that are right for you and your family. And then I also wrote down a point, the emotional weight of being in the sandwich generation. So caring for kids and also your aging parents. Like this, I find really, really difficult, especially now since I live quite far away from my parents. I mean, we're still in the same country, but it's far, like I don't get to see them that often. And it's just sometimes like so sad for me because I don't know, like I obviously have young children at the moment who need me so much, but I feel like my parents are getting older and I wish that I could be there more with them physically and help them out more. So I just feel like the weight of like not being there, it sometimes really gets to me. But yeah, that's one thing that I wrote. And then the next point is about self-advocacy and boundaries. So I wrote one of the things is, one of the points that I wrote is why asking for help isn't weakness and why it's a strength. So yeah, like I feel like we've already touched briefly on this in previous videos and maybe even in this one. I don't remember everything I've said, but you know, we try to, as mums, do it all, and honestly guys, like I've tried that so many times, like, and trying to make everything perfect, and you end up just exhausted, worn out, burnt out, and just with zero energy for anything, and it takes so long to recover back from that. So know like when you need to slow down, when you need to take a break, when you need to ask for help. It's okay, don't feel embarrassed. If you need help, ask for help. Or just, you know, like sometimes just leave the dishes, leave it. Like I hate that. I'm like one of those people that I do not like. I like to close the kitchen down at night kind of thing. Everything to be nice and fresh in the morning. I hate to wake up and there's dishes and mess and everything around. But sometimes if it's needed, it can wait. Nothing will happen. The dishes will get cleaned eventually. So, you know, just take a break if you need it. Don't put all that pressure on yourself, because you're a human being and you deserve to have a break and you deserve to rest. And sometimes you just don't feel like doing it, and that's okay. Also, I wrote, learn to communicate your needs clearly. So that's with your partner, with your kids, with family, with friends, with whoever. Just learn to like say what's on your mind, and not like always like, oh, what's this person gonna say, or what's this person gonna think. Say it with love, but what, like, say what's on your mind, you know, because people aren't, you know, mind readers. They're not gonna know what you're thinking. So just be honest, be open, and just share how you feel, and those that love you will understand. And you know, I like that saying, those who matter won't mind, and those who mind won't matter, something like that. And I feel that's true. Like those people that love you and are there for you will understand, and they will, you know, appreciate you opening up and sharing like how you feel. And those that do mind what you're saying, they're not really your people, kind of thing. Okay. Set and maintain boundaries to protect your time, your energy, and your mental health. Really, really important. And unlearn the belief that good mums don't need anything or don't need any help, because it's not true. So that's that. And number 5 is all about trying to create a new narrative. So moving towards like more mindful motherhood, trying to find like your own and build your own little community, and connecting with people that share the same experiences as yourself. So for example, for me, again, I live really far from my close friends, but I've got a very small friendship group, and I wouldn't really change it, to be honest with you. More over quality over quantity. Like these girls know me pretty much inside out, and I absolutely adore them. And though I don't see them much, like one of them even doesn't live in the country, but though I don't see them much, it's like whenever we speak or meet up, it's like nothing's changed, no time has passed. We just pick up where we left off. And I wish like for everyone to have that kind of friendship with people out there. But yeah, so just trying to find like your own little tribe, your own little community of people that understand you, that share the same values, experiences and things as you, because then you don't feel like you're doing it alone. Give yourself permission to evolve, to expand, and to take up space. You don't have to be the same person you were a year ago, and if you are, I'd kind of be concerned. We're constantly changing, and you know, hopefully changing for the better, but you can't expect to be the same person that you were, you know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, pre-kids, to who you are now, and that's okay, and it's a beautiful change, so embrace it. And also the importance of trying to kind of model your, you know, self-worth and boundaries for your children, because if they're learning everything from us, and it's not even so much what you say to them, it's how you behave, how you react to situations. They pick up on everything. They're like little sponges. So you can say, oh, be kind, for example, but if you're not being kind and they see you in situations being unkind, though you've told them to be kind to people 100 times, it's not going to stick. What's going to stick is the things that they've witnessed you do, how you behave, how you react, and that's what they'll learn. So you know, if you model self-worth and boundaries for your children, that's what they'll learn, to have boundaries for themselves and to feel worthy, you know. So yeah, that's kind of everything that I wanted to cover in this topic, and just kind of talk about mainly just kind of, you know, not feeling guilty for needing a break, for taking time out, for needing support, and just trying to, you know, focus on filling your own cup and growing as a person, and just, you know, being better daily, kind of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't too long as the last ones, which is good because I feel like the other ones were way too long. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. I will now stop recording. I'm going to go down. I said I was going to go to the gym first, but I'm going to go down because chemo's still not come back yet. Go down, do a little bit of cleaning, sort out the bedrooms, the bed sheets and stuff, put some clothes away, do a pile of laundry, I don't know, a couple of things that need doing. And then as soon as chemo comes through the door, I'm going to head out to the gym, get my session done, come back, and then yeah, just shower, get changed, like do a little something to get myself feeling a little bit better, and try to enjoy this Easter Sunday with my family. And yeah, I really wish you all a blessed day and a great week ahead. I'm looking forward to being off tomorrow. I've taken holiday because I just needed a bit of time with the family. I was just getting too much, and yeah, I had last Friday, so Good Friday off, which was incredible. I had yesterday, today, obviously Sunday, and tomorrow bank holiday before Adam goes back to school. And I really just want to like treasure this next 2 days and enjoy every minute, because on Tuesday I'm back to work and back to the grind. So yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful day today, a beautiful week ahead. Let me know if you found this video useful, if there's anything else that you would add. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.